is, I think we should go check it out. Coming to the ring first, FIYAH LIGER. And his opponents. Let's welcome to the ring, Syndicate's APHEX!
So much fucking money tonight! I bet $100 total on fucking Nicky and fucking Case. Ah!
Did you see that stare down?
I saw that stare down. It wasn't just a stare down. There were some words exchanged up there. Liger saying, "I think that you're free," and APHEX telling him that you're a fraud. I thought you retired 3 months ago.
Ooh.
And he had like a big emotional speech about it, actually. It was quite touching. And here he is in top 8 at another CEO. FIYAH LIGER, for anyone who, if you've been keeping up with KI, you know who FIYAH LIGER is. If you haven't been, you are about to see a raptor in a fighting game that spits fire.
Can we talk about those intros real quick? They were pretty cool, I think. I don't know.
They were pretty solid. I mean, I like the APHEX, on the rope with the water. I was like,
we got
okay,
the Triple H action. Yeah, I like it. I like how Devil May Spy, he was Sasha Banks. It's cool.
Well, if you got it, you got it, right? And what we've got right now is two fantastic players. This is loser's side, so we are playing for tournament life here. This is for all the marbles, and again, $15,000 prize pot for this tournament. So, and I can tell you from experience, there is a pretty big difference between 7th place and 5th place. So, both of these guys, they definitely want to win the whole thing, but you don't want to be on the tiny side of the $15,000 pot bonus. You want to kind of work your way up and try and get as much of that money as you possibly can. And I will say one thing that I've really liked about Aphex's play as I've been watching him kind of in the past couple of months is, you know, Aphex used to really be known as kind of that crazy Rash who just did whatever he wanted at all times. And he definitely has those elements where he can still play extremely fast if the situation calls for it or if he doesn't think that the opponent can deal with it. But he's also gotten a lot better at kind of spacing himself out, playing the neutral game, because Rash has fantastic neutral, very fast walk speed, very fast run, good backdash, extremely mobile in the air, and some of the most godlike buttons that you have ever seen in a video game. And you know, Aphex has been using a lot more of those kinds of tools, and I think that that's probably the reason why we're seeing him here in this top 8. But don't get it twisted. FIYAH LIGER, pretty darn good, and he was running trains on just about everyone that we saw today. So this is going to be a very, very interesting match with a dinosaur fighting a psychedelic giant toad.
Only in Killer Instinct.
Only in Killer Instinct, folks.
All right, here we go. Game 1.
And there's the first big beefy button that you see. Rash's heavy kicks are giant battle axes, just like in the old Nintendo games that you all know and love. Oh, and FIYAH LIGER tries to push a button at the wrong time and gets smoked for it.
Yeah, so if you're not too familiar with Rash and Killer Instinct, he has a lot of mobility options. Can turn into a wrecking ball. He can use his tongue to zip across the stage.
Don't forget that the wrecking ball has armor.
Yeah.
Pretty good character.
Yeah, if you just saw right there, he can actually eat projectiles as well.
And builds meter when he does it. But right now, oh, that is tail flip. Nope, just lands and blocks.
So one thing about Aphex that's really, really awesome is just his use of instinct mode, and hopefully we get a chance to see it here. But yeah, his use of the speeder bike is so good. Just like all the different kind of cross-up opportunities and just combo conversions, really, really great.
He's got some absolute dirt with that character, and he uses some of that dirt to take the first life bar, and this is all free damage right now. Liger really wants to close it out, just eats a boot to the face though. And doesn't break any of that, but that's not going to work. Gets thrown back into the corner. Little bit of teabag for your trouble. And that is going to take the life bar, but you know that, you know, Liger's probably not happy about that last sequence there. Tries to run away, and Rash just throws him anyway. Overhead, boys. And we've been seeing some very solid guest breaks from both players here. And there's another one. And finally, Liger says, I'm tired of you breaking me. You're going to hold some real damage at some point.
All right,
overhead, boys.
Play. What block? Couldn't even see that overhead.
Very nice tech there, but he's going to get hit by that. Liger didn't really have any options in that situation. If he had tried his shadow, the shadows would have traded, and he would have lost that round anyway. So very, very good game sense by Aphex to know that, you know, this is the one option that Riptor cannot avoid right now.
All right, game number 2, and Aphex with a really good start right now.
And something that I really, really like from Aphex's play right now is it's probably kind of difficult to see at home, but he's coming in at angles that are actually very hard for Riptor to deal with. The character is a dinosaur, and basically she's long, and her hurt box is as long as she is. So very easy to get kind of cross-up shenanigans on him, and we're seeing that from Aphex right now. But right now we're seeing Aphex getting oppressed in the corner. This is not a good situation for him to be in right now. That is a lot of damage. and Liger backs off. He didn't want to deal with probably Shadow Boot into Instinct, but he is going to pay for his temerity there.
Yeah, Aphex just did not want that to happen. Just tongued right in. And look at that. That's a life bar right there.
Just like that. Very nice cleanup work by Aphex. And again, has Instinct to make the Shadow safe, and Liger gets caught not watching his toes there.
And again, you didn't even see that speeder bike right there. He's so good at just keeping you on your toes. You don't know what's going to come at you.
There's another bike coming, and there it is. It lands, and that is a recap. And Liger, we can see he is having a hard time dealing with this pressure on defense.
Yeah, and if you're unfamiliar with Rash, you know, he's actually controlling when that speeder bike is coming out. So he knows exactly what he's doing.
Shadow Tail, yep, there we go. That is an automatic recap. And this is the situation that Liger needs right now. Is he going to go for hard knockdown or damage? Goes for hard knockdown. What's the Oki? Just trying to sweep him across town.
Yeah, try to bully him with his crouch heavy. It doesn't quite work.
And just like that.
2 games.
2 games. And I feel like Liger is really just kind of letting... Oh, and he is telling him, hey, it's 2-0, and then he put up a 3-0. He said, like I told you before this started, you are free. And I think really the story of this right now is that Liger has not been very good at checking Rash's tongue approaches and offense. He hasn't been blocking it. He hasn't been punishing it when Aphex is doing it in neutral. And if you don't punish that stuff, then Rash is going to keep on doing it, and you don't want to have to deal with that. Then you wind up in the corner and you're eating massive damage, and just like that, massive life lead for Syndicate Aphex. Gets that recap again. And I feel like Aphex didn't really need to guess there, but he did, and he is getting smoked for it, guesses again.
And just like that, ends up taking that round.
All right, this isn't undoable right now for Liger, but he's got to take this life bar without losing too much more damage.
Yeah, Liger is escaping right now, not letting Aphex get in with any of that instinct attack.
The mortar coming in like the real homie saves the day, and we've got about an equal match that's almost equal on life. Now they are equal on life, similar meter situations.
This match is intense.
There's
like no breathing room at all for either of these guys right now.
We're seeing Aphex abuse that glitch right now that lets Rash manual any strength normal after his light auto doubles.
It's a feature.
It is totally a feature, and Aphex is taking 100% advantage of him. This is a bad situation right now, but Liger breaks it.
Oh, we gonna get to see Instinct in play at all?
Oh my goodness, just goes for it raw. And he gets locked out. He is dead.
Oh, this is going to be it.
He is 100% dead. Use the meter. That is done.
This match is super intense.
And just like that, Aphex picked the absolute wrong time to make a guess. That was not necessary, and Liger murdered him for it. Very good game sense by him. He said, "I've got meter, and you're locked out. You're gonna lose this fight."
Yeah, Fire Liger stays alive in this tournament. Still has a bit of a hill to climb.
Oh goodness, he used that heavy tail to try and catch a backdash. One thing that I would actually really like to see from Liger is he's been showing Aphex a lot of respect on knockdown, expecting Shadow Boot. And Aphex has not woken up with it a single time this set. At a certain point, you know, you just got to do like that. You're just meeting him. Make him use the meter. Make him spin it on that reversal. Oh, use that heavy kick. And that's not going to work out for Liger's favor, but somehow he dodges the worst of it. And that's not going to hit. This is going to be a real punish. Heavy into Shadow. That is maximum damage. And that is going to hit. Very nice sense. That is unbreakable. Into one chance. You are not dead.
Oh no, we got speeder bike to
That
play.
bike is going to clip him. Yep. Very nice use of that bike.
Oh, we got a double KO.
Oh.
I've never seen that in this kind of situation.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Just smacks him out of the air. Where are you going, you giant psychedelic toad? That has armor. You have to hold that. And just like that, FIYAH LIGER is showing us why he is the best Riptor player in the world, making some fantastic adjustments here. It's a very nice block.
Yeah, this really, really hurts Aphex. He uses Instinct, didn't quite capitalize on it. Now I don't know if he's going to be able to build another one.
He probably not going to get one unless he gets some just incredible breaks.
Yeah.
But the quick breaks are what have killed him.
Oh, gets hit by that overhead, but doesn't capitalize on it.
That's super unfortunate. If he gets locked out, he is dead again, so he leaves it alone this time.
All right, we are in danger territory.
And just throws him out of Predator stance. And just like that, that 2-0 that Aphex put up in front of Liger has very quickly become 2-2. And you see the crowd just letting him know that, hey, you're about to get sent home, Aphex. You really want to see this reverse 3-0?
That's why you don't pop off in the middle of a set.
Pop off after. And again, we're seeing Aphex get locked out earlier. When he watches the tapes, that's going to be the story of this. Is he's taking a lot of unnecessary damage right now.
I like this pressure right now that FIYAH LIGER is having in the corner. Tries to get an escape. Oh,
very nice punish on that run back tail, but gets broken on the juggle.
He's been getting off grabs. I don't think he's touched a single grab yet.
Well, Riptor does have deceptively long grab range. Don't let those stubby arms fool you. She actually can grab you from quite far away, but it doesn't matter right now. And Liger just lets the medium auto doubles rock, and then just throws them coming out of that.
Okay, there you go.
That's number one.
Yep,
that's the first time he's done it.
And it might be the last.
It might be. His meter situation is not the best right now, and that is going to be
gonna hit him.
Punish. Very nice. FIYAH LIGER trying to get that reverse 3-0. Yeah, you have to respect the tail when Riptor's in Instinct.
Yeah, her reach is ridiculous.
And there we see one of Liger's guest breaks go awry, but he didn't have very much life to play with, so that's not the end of the world.
FIYAH LIGER and Aphex, their tournament life is on the line.
And again, we see another fantastic break on the juggle. Catches Aphex trying to run away on that backdash, and that's going to hurt. Oh man, this is such a not good situation for FIYAH LIGER right now, or for Aphex. And it's a little bit worse now, but that bike makes it all better. And just like that, we have a tie game. He's got a little bit of meter left for that bike, and that is going to be a recapture.
We gonna see a break?
No break. Very nice patience from Aphex, but if he doesn't...
Oh, he tried it there.
Oh my goodness, you hate to see that kind of thing happen. Just mashes jab and closes it out with probably fitting a throw.
And there's the pop-off there. Well deserved in my opinion.
Reverse 3-0, I think he earned that pop-off. And Aphex has gotta hold that.
That was an incredible set, though. Like, let's give a hand to both of these players, because that was an awesome set. Both of these guys are going all out. I had no idea what was going to happen. And they hug it out.
They get the hug, but you know Aphex was digging in his hand just a little bit, just like, oh man, I'm so I wanted that money. But good stuff to both players. Phenomenal adjustments on both sides. But I think, we've got to give it to FIYAH LIGER there. He lost the first two very convincingly. And each match after that just made very, very clean adjustments on both the